purpose of this campaign is to present a new digital marketing initiative for global food retailer Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme doesn't market themselves in the traditional sense through TV and magazine advertisements, but are heavily dependent on word-of-mouth awareness, which has consistently been their core marketing strategy, according to a Forbes report in 2012. They use subtle marketing tactics primarily through store opening parties and sampling campaigns, both of which encourage positive press. Although Krispy Kreme don't advertise heavily, they do provide in-store and online campaigns that are specifically designed to reach their target audience. In terms of digital marketing, Krispy Kreme have been able to incorporate their word-of-mouth strategy through social media platforms to enable consumers to naturally discuss between one another. As stated, they use online advertisements that are implemented not only through social media but via customer website, mobile app, and direct email service. Krispy Kreme specifically target a range of audiences through their direct advertising campaigns, primarily target organisations, children, families, and students. Here is some example material. Over 200 million people have a blog, and 60% of businesses who use a blog acquire more customers, according to an article from Sprout Content. The primary purpose for Krispy Kreme to implement a blogging service is to maximise their ability to reach and communicate with consumers. As literature from Chernatoni suggests that over the last 50 years, organisations have had to adapt their marketing strategies due to the shift towards a more consumer-driven economy. This suggests consumers are the biggest influence upon organisations in the market. Features of a blog will allow for consumers to involve themselves by posting, comments, and giving feedback. Furthermore, the nature of a blog aligns with their word-of-mouth marketing strategy, as consumers have the ability to share their perspectives with other consumers. The content of the blog itself needs to be of value, as able to create relationships with both existing and potential consumers. Therefore, the content needs to be varied. Examples of content material is now going to be explored. Content creation marketing has been defined by Rowley as marketing communication in an online environment that is associated with creating presence, relationships, and value through engaging and relevant material. A quote from Bill Gates supports this. Ahuja and Medbury also suggest that by creating consumer involvement, you're achieving consumer engagement. Content marketing can be divided into typologies, which are promotional, organisational, and relational. Presented on the screen is the definition of each category. The following slides are potential blog postings for Krispy Kreme based upon this framework. This blog posting is an example of promotional content that influences organisations and employees to buy dozen boxes and donut towers to treat staff members to. This posting offers valuable content as it targets Krispy Kreme's primary target audience and asks them to get in contact with Krispy Kreme if they have any inquiries about their products, ultimately promoting consumer involvement. This slide presents a posting appealing to children and parents. Again, the site is offering valuable content as it's reaching its target audience, and the blog allows for interaction beyond blog comments, as it incorporates the hashtag #CrispyCreations, which promotes consumers to share and interact via social media platforms. This is another example of possible promotional content. In this posting, emotive language has been used to engage with consumers at a deeper level. Gove suggests that brands with personality and relatable characteristics form an emotional connection with the consumer. It is evident from the posting that Krispy Kreme empathise with the students and recognise their worries, optimising the opportunity for a discussion to be formed. This slide shows examples of existing competitors who are utilising a blogging service in order to promote their products. This posting focuses on the organisational content, which allows consumers to understand the root of Krispy Kreme. If consumers are able to understand what the organisation is all about, it's easy for them to involve themselves, whether it be a general comment or to instigate discussion with the brand. Again, here are a few examples of existing corporate blogs that are offering brand stories. This posting is focused on the relational element to the content typology model, whereby Krispy Kreme are inviting consumers to give feedback upon their favourite donut. This form of content is most likely the most effective in terms of achieving consumer engagement, as it directly asks for consumers to interact and involve themselves in the topic. Those that post on a blog rather than just read a blog are at high level engagement with the organisation, according to Ahuja and Medbury. Here is an example of an existing organisation who is already using relational content as an opportunity for engagement. Search engine optimization is usually heavily linked to content creation, so it makes it easier for the content to be found by the intended target audience. SEO can be used through the implementation of keywords and blog postings. In the Krispy Kreme examples, relevant and strong keywords have been used in order to increase traffic. I'm briefly going to explain content curation as an alternative approach. Content curation has been defined by eContent magazine as a marketing tool that helps to find, organise and share content online to ensure the organisation is continuously delivering updated, highly topical, keyword-rich content. A model of content curation is presented which explains the different purposes to the approach. There have been various benefits to blogging and particularly content curation throughout. However, there are some significant drawbacks. Most importantly, consumers are now a powerful influencing tool. Therefore, if one consumer posts a negative comment, it can influence everybody else. A quote from Shiruki supports this. Another point is Krispy Kreme already has a substantial digital presence, and too many platforms could depreciate the value of the brand. as it's appeared too forceful for the consumer to involve themselves, and as a result, lose respect for the organisation. Additionally, there's a vast amount of blogging material on the internet. Consumers don't have the time to read even a fraction of it, so it's not always likely consumers will engage with the blog. Overall, from the example blog postings and academic application, it's clear to see that a content creation strategy is a suitable and valuable approach, as it provides varied content that can easily reach Krispy Kreme's target audience. Content curation is an excellent way of driving SEO. However, the nature of the particular corporate blog is to post original valuable information in order to create a personal relationship. It would also be wise, considering the shift towards a consumer-driven economy forces organisations to create personal relationships rather than increase market share in order to drive sales. It also aligns with Krispy Kreme's word-of-mouth strategy, as it gets consumers interacting and ultimately influence consumer perceptions.